Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm doing a day to night makeup look, and this is currently my daytime makeup look. So if you'd like to see how I done this and how I transform this into my nighttime look, then please just keep on watching. So I've already done my eyebrows and carved them out and then like primed my eyelids with concealer, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to start with the face today, and I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro Priming Oil because my skin is very dry today, and as you can see it's like so red now. I don't know what's wrong with my face today, but I'm just gonna go with it. That literally just dropped straight on my ankle, and I'm just rubbing this in with my fingers. So because I've got so many like red patches on my face, I'm going to go in with the Revolution colour corrector cushion stick thing. This is the green one to counteract the redness, so I'm just going to put it in all of my little red spots. And I love how you like squish it in to get like more product on the wee sponge thing. And I'm just blending this out with my finger, and if you hear that, my keys are in the front door and Tigger is scratching at the front door because he wants outside. But he's not allowed outside in case he runs away or gets knocked down, because I do live next to a main road, so I don't want him to get knocked down. So that's it blended out, and for some reason like it looks really dodgy on my forehead. Like you can see the circle of redness, and I did break my nail. Because I'm doing a day to night look, I want a foundation that I know is going to last on my skin really well, so I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible foundation and the Maybelline Superstay foundation. These are like, this is my favourite foundation combo. I know that it looks good and it lasts really well on my skin, so I'm just going to mix these together and then put them on my face. And I'm just going to use my brush to blend this out, and I'm just going to like stipple it over the top of where we put that green colour corrector, just so that I don't end up mixing it in with the foundation. I'm just going in with a little bit more and adding some over the top of the like red patches, because with blending it in, it's kind of taking like most of the foundation and the green colour corrector off. So I'm just going in and blending the bits out with my finger just to get more coverage without lifting the foundation and that off with the brush. So once I've blended the patches out, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1, and mine's is running out. So I need to like really try and get the product. I think I'm going to take like the wee plasticky bit out so that I can get more product out of it. So once I've applied that, I'm going to go in with the shade CO, the white one, to put on like little dots over the top, just to like help lighten it a little bit. And I'm always scared to put like far too much on because it is like really white, so I'm just adding little dots. And I'm going to blend this out with my finger. I think I put far too much white on my chin. Oh no. I like adding the white because the shade C1 is basically just like my skin tone, and I like a highlighted under eye, but because obviously I'm so pale, like you don't really get really light concealers, so by mixing in the white one, it does obviously lighten it and highlight the area. And then blending underneath my eye with my finger again. And hopefully this helps cover that red patch a little bit more. To set my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Fix Loose Setting Powder. This is the translucent one, and I really like this because it is really finely milled, so it doesn't really pick up on like any of my dry patches. So I'm just going to go in and set this, and I'm just setting it really lightly because obviously I do have dry skin, so I don't want to like emphasise any of my dry patches. For contour, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro HD Contour Palette. This is in the shade, this is the fair one, and I'm going to go in with that shade, and I'm going to contour with and Tigger is up and about, and that's why everything is shaking because he wants outside. So I'm just contouring with this, and I'm sorry about my nose. My cold is coming back. But I know normally when like other YouTubers do day to night videos, they like record the day to night and like the same sitting, but I thought I'd show you like me doing my day makeup the now, and then later on when I'm actually going out, I'll come back and record and show you what I do, because obviously your foundation and that doesn't look the exact same like later on in the day. So I'm going to show you like how I fix like my smile lines and the foundation coming off of my nose and like my under eye area, because it doesn't look that nice later on in the evening. So I'll like do my nighttime like look later on in the day when I normally would, so I'll record it then so that you guys can obviously see how I fix all the things that have went wrong with my makeup. For bronzer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Back to Bronze bronzer. This is just what it looks like. I really like this bronzer, so I'm just going to go in and bronze up my cheeks. For highlight, I've got the Revolution Ingot highlighter. This is the platinum one, and I picked this up yesterday when I went shopping with George and my little sister. So I'm just going to apply this to my face. I thought it was going to be like more intense, but I suppose I can just build it up. It is a nice highlight, it's just I like more of like a in your face highlight. I'm going to take a smaller brush and use this to highlight my nose. And just while I'm here, I'm going to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. I'm going to go in with the MUA Pro Base Fixing Spray, and honestly, setting sprays, I just use whatever one I've got. Like, a setting spray is a setting spray to me. I said the Soft as Nails done does setting spray really work, and she done like half her face with setting spray and the other half without setting spray. So I think I might do that just to see if it does actually work for my skin tone, because obviously she does have oily skin whereas I have dry skin, and she done one on primer. So I think I might do one on that Revolution priming oil. So I'm just going to spray this, and then while it's still wet, I'm going to go in with more of that highlight while it's wet, because it's wet it'll give it like more of an intense highlight. Like, you can just see it a lot better now that I've done that. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the Revolution Pro Supreme eyeshadow. This is the Intoxicated one, and I'm going to do an all matte eyeshadow for the daytime look, because for the nighttime look I'm going to go in with the Revolution Flawless Foil. I've not used this before, so we'll see if it's any good, but I'm just going to leave it matte for now. So I'm going to start off by taking this lightest shade and putting this through my crease as the transition shade. I'm going to go in with some of the orange shade and put this slightly through the crease as well. I don't want it to be too orangey. I'm going to go back in with that first shade, put that in the crease just to like help blend that orangey shade out. And I'm really sorry about my voice, my nose is like severely blocked right now. So I'm just going in with this second shade here, and I'm just putting this all over my lid. I think that's what I want to do. I'm literally just making this up as I go along. Like, I really don't have an eye look in mind of what I want to do. Oh my god, no. Okay, I'll need to fix that. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to take it underneath my lash line. I'm just going in with some more of that highlight on my inner corners just to really highlight that area, because the first time that I done it, it didn't really work. So I'm like proper digging into it, and it is more pigmented now that I have dug into it. And I went over that bit of foundation with I went over that eyeshadow with my foundation brush, and it took most of it away. There was still like a little bit of orange, so I've just went in with my setting powder and I'm just going to leave it to bake on top of it just to help lighten it, hopefully. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic mascara. This is actually my favourite mascara. It's so good and just makes your eyelashes look really nice. So I'm going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes. So after I've done the mascara, I'm going to go in with more of that setting spray, and I'm going to spray it. And then I'm going to go in with my damp sponge and I'm going to press all of the setting spray into my skin so that it helps press all the powders and everything into your skin, so that it does look more like your skin, but it also helps the foundation stay on longer, or anyway that's what I like to think it does. Maybe I'll need to try that in a video as well, because I always press my setting spray into my skin. So for lips, I'm going to go in with the Revolution lipstick. I don't know what this one is called, but this is the lipstick in the shade So Far. This is honestly my favourite lipstick. So this is my completed daytime look, and I will come back in a couple of hours to show you what I do to transform this into like my nighttime look. So I've been outside, I went up the town, I've been sitting out in the sun because it was really nice and warm today. So the foundation and everything's been on my skin for, why is my camera shaking? For about 7 hours I think, and it's sunk into my smile line slightly. That nail is disgusting. It's sunk in here slightly as well because I've been like this to get the sun out of my eyes. I didn't think to wear sunglasses. It's slightly come off my nose, but that's because I have been rubbing my nose as well. But overall it is actually looking really good still. So because I'm going out, I'm going to go in with a little bit more contour. So I'm going back in with the Revolution palette and going back into this shade, and I'm just going to contour again just to make it a little bit more like noticeable. Well, not noticeable, but make it a little bit more harsh. I don't even know what word I'm looking for here. I'm just adding some more contour. And then I'm going back in with some more of that bronzer, and I do have a top on. I did have this top on earlier, and I've just put my jumper on because I'm slightly cold now. I'm like one of the weird people that wears jumpers and cardigans during the summer. Then I'm going back in with some more of this highlight, and I did add some of this to my collarbone and my shoulder since I didn't have a jumper on earlier because it literally was roasting. Like I ended up having to come inside because it was that warm. George was okay, he was just like sitting in his buggy, and I had the umbrella thing up so he wasn't like in the sun, so he was nice and cool, but I was absolutely roasting. Then I'm going in with that on a smaller brush and highlighting my nose and just putting this back on the places that I put it on earlier. So now that I've done that, I did actually mean to do this first. I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and I'm just going to go over like my smile lines and in between my eyebrows, and it does just take like the creases away. Like as you can see, you can't even see them anymore, and I'm just going to put this on my nose as well. I'm going to end up wiping my nose in like 5 minutes anyway, so it's just going to come back off, but might as well just putting it back on then. Down the side of my nose as well. So that's how I turn my base makeup into like more of a nighttime makeup. I do just go in with more contour, bronzer and highlight just because they have like slightly faded and I just want them to be like seen more again. Normally underneath my eyes they do get like the coverage like goes away. I don't know how my skin does it, but like underneath my eyes doesn't have like that much coverage normally, but it's actually there today. But what I normally do is I'll add like a little bit more concealer and then blend it out and then just go over the top with powder, and that just makes it look back to normal again. Going back in with the eyeshadow palette, I'm just going to go in with one of the brushes that's got no extra product on it, and I'm just going to go round it and blend that highlight out a little bit. It's a little bit harsh along the edges. Then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to put this on the outer corner, and I'm going to just add this a little bit at a time. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to take it underneath my lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with a flat angled brush, and I'm going to pick up that same shade, and I'm going to put it, oh, I just dipped into one of the shimmer shades, and I'm going to put it through like the crease, like in my last video I done this, and it's just to help make it a little bit more precise, and obviously so that, because I'm going to cut the crease with that Revolution eyeshadow, so I'm just placing it with that and then blending it out with this brush. So to cut the crease, I'm going to use the Revolution Flawless Foils. This is in the shade Rivals, and as you can see I haven't used it before, and I'll do swatches of it while it's dry and then add in the liquid stuff into it. So this is just what the packaging looks like on it. So that is a swatch of that colour there. I actually really like this. I don't know if it's really going to go with this eye look. I'm just opening up the little liquid thing, and I think it's like 1 drop. Deluxe, I don't know what I do with it. So that's another, that's the wet one and that's the dry one. It just looks the exact same, it's just more creamy. So I'm going to take this on a flat brush, and I'm going to start cutting my crease with it. That is a really nice shade. So I'm going in quickly with that reddish shade that we used, and I'm going to use this to blend out the edges of that just before it dries. I'm pretty sure they do dry, so I'm just going in and blending out the edge. I actually really like this. I think I'll need to pick up more of these. They're actually really good. So while that is drying down, I'm going to go back in with the MUA setting spray, and I'm just going to set my face again, and then dabbing it back in with my sponge. So I'll just give you a quick close-up of how my skin is looking, and it actually looks like I have just applied the foundation and everything. It's looking a little bit dry on my forehead, but that's because I do have dry skin, and that normally happens like straight after I've like done my makeup anyway, so there's nothing that I can really do about that, but everywhere else just looks like I have just applied my makeup. So before I do lashes, I'm going to do my liquid lipstick, and I'm going to use the Lottie London Slate All Day. This is in the shade Obsessed. So I'm just going to apply this. So I just taken that liquid lipstick off because it was feeling really quite tight and dry on my top lip, so I've just taken it off, and I'm going to go in again with it and just apply a small amount this time. I don't think I left it enough time to dry. Nah, it's feeling dry already. I'm going to go in with a different lipstick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the same lipstick from earlier and go in with the I Heart Revolution. I can't remember what this is called, but I'm going to go in with the darkest shade next to the lightest one, and I'm going to line my lips with this. Just, I feel like I've got something on my tooth. Just because obviously drinking and all of that, this will help keep the lipstick on longer. And then in with that lipstick. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of that highlight and highlight my cupid's bow, because it did come off from me taking the foundation, the lipstick, the liquid lipstick off my lips. For lashes, I'm going to use the GWA Tempt Me eyelashes, so I'm just going to go apply these and then I'll be back. So that's the eyelashes applied, and I'm going in with a little bit more of that mascara onto my bottom eyelashes. So this is the finished nighttime look, and obviously this is how I turn my daytime makeup into my nighttime makeup and how I fix any like creasing in that in my face. So that is it for this video, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!